Okay, so yesterday I was watching this other series called Invasion. Bit of a spoiler, I'm sorry to those that haven't watched it, but this lady found her husband cheating. And so she kept it to herself until the husband got home, and then she started just like asking the questions, like, why? What did I do, or what didn't I do right? And so that just reminded me of like so many of my friends that come to me and ask me the question, and it's so sad because females always reflect what happened on themselves, about like what aren't they doing right or what could they have done and stuff like that. So my to answer this, like I always tell my friends that like, dude, it's not your fault. Um, so they would ask, why did he do this, or why is he doing this, or why does he continue to do this? Because some guys do it repeatedly, just like this Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend or whatever it is to her, cheated again apparently, or impregnated another woman. So the when they ask me this question, why do men cheat, I always like pose two questions to them in order to give them a clear understanding of what's actually happening. So I usually ask them, have you ever been on a diet or gym routine? And so the answer is always yes. And I said, okay, without me even asking this, I know once in a while you fell off your gym routine or your diet. And when you do fall off your gym routine or diet, it's never decision that you take like, I don't care about my body goals anymore, or I don't care about my gym routine or my diet. It's always a gradual process. You are on this diet, but then you get to work, and at work it's so and so's birthday, and because of so and so's birthday you're like, oh, you know what, let me have a piece of cake because it looks so nice and moist, and you have that piece of cake. Then later on, when you get home, your family didn't cook. They actually bought out takeaways, and you're like, I'm not supposed to be eating takeaways, but you know what? I'm too tired to cook or make, stand on the stove. So you know what? I'm gonna eat this. And so as time goes off, you even have those cheat meals and stuff like that, and you slowly but surely fall off your diet. Same thing with the gym routine. You can wake up every day gymming, you're excited, you're doing this. And then one week it's like raining like crazy, like it's raining. I'm not gonna go to gym today. Then the next day it's like, oh, it's super cold. You know what? I'm not gonna get out of bed to go to gym. I'm actually just gonna go tomorrow. I mean, after work. And at work you have a terrible day, which then makes you not go altogether for that day. So I explain these things because you need to understand, for you to keep a diet or a gym routine going, you need to have a lot of self control and a lot of discipline. And so I always apologize to my friends and say, I'm sorry to give you this example, but this is exactly how men are when it comes to women. Some way or another, it's different for females, because once you guys are committed and you're in a relationship, you can see someone's heart and you don't really care. And even though you can see a guy's heart, or you're like, oh, this guy used to be my crush, even if he does approach you, you're like, no, I'm in a relationship. With guys, it's totally different. The same amount of discipline that you need to keep your gym routine going and your diet is exactly the same discipline that they need in order to not cheat within your guys' relationship and stay loyal to you. And so this is hard for a lot of men. And it is hard, so hard that when you try and maintain this discipline, it is a daily struggle, I know this because I'm a guy as well. Still struggle with it. You fight the temptations. You try not to do it because you know it's not the right thing to do. And for the longest time, I've consoled myself to say, no, no, what, I'm not doing this because of her. I'm not doing this because I'm trying to hurt her. But the reality is that it does hurt her. She feels betrayed. She feels extremely hurt. And therefore, I cannot continue saying, it's about me, it's not your fault, and whatever. And I knew that I need to find some form of discipline in order to maintain my relationships and in order to maintain this integrity that we're supposed to have and be loyal to one another. But as I said, this was just to explain to the females what happens in a guy's mentality. And some guys I know struggle with this as well. They want to be loyal, but they just don't know what to do. You know, the only way that I actually got help of trying to stay loyal is from reading the Bible, where it actually tells you, do not go to that girl's doorstep, you know, do not listen to what she has to say. So I took that and put it into this modern times that, you know what, maybe do not take that girl's number, because that's where it starts, you know. Stop liking all her photos, you know. Stop being in her DMs, because it starts slowly but surely. Try stay clear. I remember I was in a long distance relationship, and I used to lie to myself and say, you know what, I'm not going to do anything, I just want somebody to chill with. And genuinely, that's what I want to do. And it is possible to succeed in the first time and, like, you know, chill and just watch a movie. But gradually, slowly but surely, you're going to fall off this bandwagon, because there's only so much you can control. So yeah, guys, we need to stop being naive and thinking that we have this super self-control. I remember my other pastor, this other church I used to go to, he used to say, I'm always with my wife because I don't want to. It's almost like how he deflects not having any other opportunities to for other people or himself to get into trouble. So I was like, oh, that's so dope. You know, he's a pastor, but he's still putting preventative measures. And so my other pastor in the recent church that I go to is like, I don't even go to gym anymore because of the temptations of like these clothes and these things. And I was like, you know, I don't have a problem going to gym, but just to hear him as a pastor say that, it was like so amazing to me that he knows himself, and therefore he knows to stay clear from gym and actually open up his own home gym in order to, you know, steer away from the temptations. So yeah, from just realizing that and growing up, I realized there's so many preventative measures we need to put up as guys. And I also made this video just for the females to understand a bit like what's going on in a guy's mentality, and hopefully that females will stop blaming themselves for the guys our cheating. No, stop excluding myself. And yeah, so I hope this helps someone so that they don't beat themselves up. Like, it's going to hurt, but at least you won't beat yourself up about it. Just know that this guy does not have the discipline to commit to your marriage or your relationship. And yeah, it's actually quite sad, but you know, hopefully some guys like myself, you know, we try, you know, our best to stay faithful and be faithful. And so hopefully this will also trigger some gents and say, you know what, I'm going to do this the right way. It is super hard, you know. I usually tell my friends, like, there's a difference between trying to be disciplined when you're on top, because you're just an attraction to everybody else. You know, you have the nicest car, you've got money, women throw themselves at you. But hey, brother, you need to keep the discipline. It's super hard. I know it's a daily struggle. I know, but yeah, we gotta do right, man, because the cheating actually alters someone else's life, you know, how they perceive life and how they are. You can totally change someone else's life or destroy someone else's life, you know, with the infidelity. And one important thing that I want to mention is that most of us think, oh, you know what, because I'm not married, it's not that serious, and it's not like infidelity or whatever. And then God told me that, you know, you were in a 9-year relationship. And after that 9-year relationship, you went on to have other relationships, and she went on to have another relationship. And because of that, she got married. And so the truth of the matter is that for 9 years, you were having sexual relations with that guy's wife. And so therefore we are not exempted in this thing where we're like, oh, we're not married, so, you know, we're not infidels. So yeah, man, let's do right. Hope this helps someone. Goodbye.